Good morning, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of the Board of Directors for GiGi's Playhouse Madison, I'm so grateful to have you here as we celebrate this just incredible milestone. This building represents so much more than space, although we're really grateful for the space. It represents possibility for the Down syndrome community and for the greater disability community. Getting to this moment has taken an extraordinary amount of work. I want to recognize our executive director, Kelly Antonson. She deserves it. And the whole GiGi's Madison team. We also could not have made this vision a reality without tremendous community support, including a $900,000 grant from the state of Wisconsin. It is my honor to welcome our governor, Tony Evers. Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate it. What a beautiful day. Well, hello, everybody. What a beautiful day. Hi, everybody. It's a great turnout, too. Anyway, I'm excited to be here today for the grand opening of GiGi's Playhouse here in Fitchburg. This is a great accomplishment, and I'd like to thank all those who played a part in getting us here today. And that include, obviously, the leaders of GiGi's Playhouse, as well as all the donors, partners, and volunteers who've been here from the beginning. This undertaking included community organizing, as well as what our administration could do with providing $900,000 grant through our non-state grant program earlier this year. It's good timing and worked well. I've long said that what's best for our kids is what's best for our state, and GiGi's Playhouse strives to do exactly that and more. As the only worldwide network of Down syndrome achievement centers, GiGi's Playhouse helps our youngest learners set the foundation upon which they can build their future, help teens find their place in the world, working with folks to gain new skills and chart a new path, or even just making sure parents feel seen, heard, and supported. Through all the chapters of life, this organization has tremendous impact. With this new facility, GiGi's Playhouse is expanding its footprint and reach, welcoming new learning labs, a gym, a full kitchen, space for kids to play, and so much more. In just a decade, you've exponentially expanded the number of families served, and I cannot wait to see how that growth will continue under the new roof. Doing what's best for our kids isn't just about supporting our kids, it's about supporting the working families and communities that raise them also. And that's exactly what is on display here at GiGi's Playhouse. So thank you again for being the kind of neighbors who make our state great, and congratulations on this exciting milestone. I can do this. I can outdo them. I look forward to seeing all the good work that come out of GiGi's Playhouse in the years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good timing.
Perfect timing. And we are so excited to be part of the wonderful Fitchburg community. We felt so supported as we've embarked on this process. And now I'd like to welcome up Mayor Julia Arata-Frada.
Good evening, everyone. Buenos días a todos. It's truly a pleasure to be here today. And on behalf of the City of Fitchburg, I am very proud to officially welcome GiGi's Playhouse to our community and to your new forever home. When we talk about what makes a community a great place to live, it's not simple the buildings that we construct or the businesses we attract. It's about people. It's about belonging. It's about creating a community where every person has the opportunity to grow, participate, contribute, and be celebrated for who they are. That is why GiGi's Playhouse here in Fitchburg is so special to me. For 10 years, GiGi's Playhouse has supported individuals with Down syndrome and their family. What started with only 25 families has grown into a remarkable community. Last year alone, GiGi served more than 400 families and provided thousands of hours of programming, all at no cost to the family they serve. Yeah. That mission resonates deeply with the kind of community that we are continuing to build here in Fitchburg. I often say everyone is welcome in Fitchburg, but being welcoming has to mean more than simply saying those words. It means making sure that people feel that they belong. It means creating opportunity for people of different abilities and backgrounds to participate fully in our community. And it means celebrating what every individual brings to our city. GiGi's Playhouse embodies those values every single day. So this beautiful new home will give GiGi's even more opportunity to serve children, teens, and families with learning spaces and sensory room, a gym, a kitchen, gathering space, and even this beautiful outdoor playground and garden. It's wonderful to know that so many children will grow, learn, laugh, make friends, and create memory here in Fitchburg. I also want to recognize everyone who helped to make this possible, including Hartman Brothers, Sarah Investment, Powers Contracting and Development, Sketchwork Architect, Onofrio Cockty Associates, and of course, Supreme Structure here. And of course, many donors, volunteers, staff members, family, and supporters who believe in this project. You did much more than building a building. You built a place for opportunities. You built a place for friendship. And you built a place where people will know that they belong. So on behalf of the Common Council, our city staff, and all the residents of Fitchburg, congratulations on this incredible milestone. We are very proud that you chose Fitchburg for your forever home, and we look forward for being your partner and your neighbor for many years to come. Welcome home, GiGi's Playhouse. Welcome to Fitchburg.
Good morning, everyone, and once again, welcome. And again, Governors Evers and Mayor Yulia, Senator Ratliff, Representative Udall, and everyone who's here. We are so grateful. As you see, we don't do anything small here at GiGi's. We kind of do everything this level. So we are a very small nonprofit, clearly making a big impact. So before I say anything else, just take a look around, because 264 days ago, on December 5th, 2025, we broke ground on this building. And today, we're standing beside it. It still feels a little hard to believe. There were so many moments over the last several years where this day felt very far away. There were spreadsheets and meetings and fundraising goals and construction drawings. And there were decisions that felt really big, and probably a few moments, I'm looking at my campaign committee, wherever you guys are, where we all wondered if we're actually going to pull this off. And somehow, here we are, home. I've been incredibly lucky to have a front row seat to this process, and I can honestly say this has been the most challenging and rewarding project I have ever been a part of. When Eric Schwartz, where's Eric? Eric Schwartz called me in 2023. Okay, he's hiding, because he's the one that, yeah. So he calls me and he says, it's go time. That's literally what he called and said. I don't think I truly fully understood what those 3 words were going to mean, but I knew something big was happening to GiGi's Playhouse Madison. I just didn't know what. What followed was a lot of hard work. As many of you know, I wore 2 hats through this process. I continued to serve as executive director while also stepping into the role of campaign manager. That meant being deeply involved in the vision, the fundraising, the planning, the decisions, and eventually the very real business of getting a building built. And I'm incredibly proud of that work. But what I'm even more proud of is the team that surrounded me. To Supreme Structures, Sketchworks, Park Bank for helping finance this project, Sarah Investment Real Estate, Powers Contracting, the City of Fitchburg, our campaign committee, our staff, our board, our volunteers, and every person who helped us get from an idea to this building, thank you. You all have impressed me over and over again. We navigated this process with smarts, strengths, and grace. There were challenges. There always are with a project like this, but there was never a question about why we're doing it. It was about our families. It was about giving a child a place to learn, to read, a teenager a place to build confidence, an adult a place to develop skills and independence, a parent a place to find a community and realize that maybe for the first time they're not doing this alone. This is what this building means to me. And that is what I hope it means to every person who walks through these doors. When I think about the last decade, it is pretty remarkable to see how far we've come. We opened our doors in 2016, serving just 25 families. Today, we have more than 430, and we have a whole bunch of them up here today. Over the last 10 years, our community has logged more than 32,000 participant check-ins, more than 45,000 hours of participation, and more than 2,500 volunteers have given over 52,000 hours of their time. And those aren't just numbers, those are people. Those are birthdays celebrated, friendships made, goals reached, first words read, bikes ridden, recipes cooked, muscles strengthened, and families who found a place where they belong. And now we have a building that can hold even more of that. The campaign has been extraordinary. We had an ambitious goal of $4 million. And today, I am incredibly grateful to tell you that we have raised almost $4 million in less than a year. We only have about $600,000 left to raise to complete this campaign. And I know that sounds like a lot. But after everything this community has accomplished, I know what we are capable of. And I want to be very clear that we are not taking our foot off the gas until we are completely debt-free. Because that is what our families deserve. They deserve every dollar we raise to go toward the work happening inside of these walls, toward programs and people and opportunities. The fact that we have come this far this quickly is quite honestly astonishing. But more than anything, it speaks to the power of this community. Together we can do anything. And I think that is one of the most important things this building represents. It represents what can happen when people believe in something before they can see it, when donors say yes, when volunteers show up, when families share their stories, and when staff members keep pushing, when a contractor says, we'll figure it out, and they did a lot of that. I live right there and texted them a lot. We'll figure it out. When a community decides that people with Down syndrome deserve not just a seat at a table, but a building designed with them in mind. In fact, we partnered with Access to Independence to have their team review our plans to ensure we are making this building as accessible and inclusive as possible. And this is not the end of our story. In fact, it feels like the beginning of a really exciting new chapter, and the work is not done. There's still programs to build. There's still families we haven't even met. There are still opportunities we haven't even imagined. And I think this is what excites me the most. We are entering the next iteration of what GiGi's Playhouse Madison can be. And I hope when you walk through these doors years from now, you remember this moment. Remember what it took to get here. Remember the people who believed. Remember that this building was made possible because a community came together and decided that free should never mean less. It should mean opportunity, it should mean possibility, and it should mean belonging. And so, to our families, thank you for trusting us with your hopes and dreams. To our volunteers, thank you for giving this place its heart. To our donors and supporters, thank you for believing in a vision that wasn't always easy to see. To our staff and board, thank you for carrying this mission forward every single day. I don't know where you're all standing, but I know I'm talking to you. And to everyone who had a hand in bringing us here today, thank you. I'm so proud of what we have built together, but I'm even more excited about what we are going to build from here. So today we celebrate. We celebrate 10 years. We celebrate this incredible community. We celebrate a dream that became a plan that became a building, and a building that will become a place filled with possibility. And finally, let me be the first to officially say, welcome home. All right, Dan Bertler.
First of all, I wanted to say I didn't know I was supposed to speak until 20 minutes ago. I did not. I'm going to say thank you to Kelly and her group and the friends behind me to allow Supreme Structures to have this opportunity to be part of such an unbelievable development. And more importantly, for me, the relationships I built from the Eric Schwartz, the John Powers, the Hartongs, and everyone around, it's unbelievable, the new partnerships and relationships we have built. Now the fun part. I've built a lot of buildings in 34 years. And this one is one of the most memorable of all. And I'm a little tearied up at that. But words cannot describe when Kelly and John Powers said, Dan, you're our guy. That's us. And I can't tell you how amazing this group has been, how amazing the volunteers have been, and I could not wait for today. It's 74 degrees. When we broke ground, it was minus 20. So I feel much better today, but here we are, and I want to say again, thank you to Kelly and her group to allowing Supreme Structures here. Thank you, Governor, Mayor, and everyone in your attendance today. We're so happy to be here. Thank you.